Okay, this chapter is all about what they call transformations, which just means kind of manipulating an image in different kinds of ways. For example, translations. Okay, that sounds weird, but really all that means is slide. So you like just move the image over in a certain direction.
Slide to the left.
Yeah, and then we're also doing reflections today. So what happens when you reflect something? Is the image identical? What happens?
Opposite.
Yeah, it kind of flips. So sometimes these are called flips. So a good way to think about it. So like if you want to reflect this image on this line, it would look like that. Yeah. Fine. I'm gonna find this. All right. We're doing these two today, and there's some other things. Tomorrow we're doing rotate. There's a few other things. Tomorrow we're doing rotations. These are a little bit trickier. You just kind of turn the image, however. But yeah, we're just doing these two today. Translation means you just slide it over. Reflection means you flip it over a line. Now let's play the game. Where did I put the worksheet? Moses, nice haircut.
Look at me, Moses.
Oh, yes, I love
Hank approves. Hank approved haircut.
You like mine?
I don't even remember
You look identical.
Too dark.
I would, but we're kind of different colors.
Identical to what you would see.
What did you do over break?
I have a battle.
Just because it says Jesus doesn't mean you can
Power washers.
I wasn't me. I don't do my I also don't do my views like that.
I was thinking all.
So like,
I saved the baby from a burn.
I'm too busy doing my math.
Yes,
Right.
I got this last battle.
Mr. Jordan, you did
much. I saw my parents, I guess. Yeah.
Running from Wyatt. Nah.
Okay.
That is. I want to see my
Me too. Can I leave right now and see them?
I heard Miranda and Lauren went shopping.
Yes.
And what'd you guys
Yes.
guess? Guess who I heard
Oh, yeah.
from?
I love Bass
Why
Pro.
the heck would I go to that?
Why would you not go to Bass Pro? We got a nightmare.
That's not supposed to go and not get it.
I got a nightmare.
Okay.
I don't know what's the buy. I get the fish. So you said what's
No, we said Bass and Pro. I definitely go to the fish, okay? Don't make fun of me.
Now
Man.
they look weird. You know, like the ones with like flat, there's like on the flat, they have the eyes on the side.
Any
So
ever?
ugly.
What are you talking about?
No, wait.
Bass? Bass are not
No,
ugly.
wait, what is it? It's like,
Some have-
no,
some have
it's
eyes
like
on the
flatfish.
toes.
It like it has like huge
Okay. Shh. Here we go. So number one, translation, 5 right and 1 up. So what you do on all these is just take each point, you move it right 5 and 1 up. Okay. If this point from the original image is called T, the new image it's called T prime. It's basically a little apostrophe up there. Okay. So G moves 5 right and 2 up. That's G prime. B moves right 5 and 2 up. Or 1 up, I mean. And if you do it right, the image should be identical still. It's just moved over. It's like a couple congruent triangles.
I
move every point right 5 and up 1. Move G right 5 up 1, T right 5 up 1, V right 5 up 1. Okay. I'm not gonna do any more on the front page.
Guys, it's so good.
And pretty straightforward.
It's a little too easy. Let's talk about number 7. Yeah, this first page is a little bit easy. So on 7, you're supposed to describe the translations. So what's happening? So make sure you're going from Z to Z prime. Really, you just need to identify one of the letters, like Z and Z prime or K and K prime. You don't need it. You could check all of them, but they should all be the same thing. So how do we get from Z to Z prime on number 7? One down, right 2. Or, so you don't have to right 2 down. Okay, number 8. You might get that one wrong, possibly. Because you need to go from T to T prime, not T prime to T. You guys follow what I'm saying there? If you're going from T prime to T, I'm looking, or a V prime to V or whatever, that would be right 1, down 1. And that's the wrong answer. You have to go from T to T prime, or V to V prime, or whatever. So how do we get from V to V prime on number 8?
Right 1, down 1?
Nope, that's the one I just said was wrong. Yeah, left 1, up 1. Up 1, left 1, that's fine. Okay, you're starting at V and you're going towards V prime. You guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
You start with the normal letter, you go to the one with the apostrophe. All right. Let's look at the other worksheet. This one does require a little bit of brain. Not a ton, it's not too bad. But it does require some. You guys can redraw it first. -3, -2. Zero, -5, 2, -4. Okay, number 1, it says reflection across the line y equals -2. What does y equals -2? Let's go below here.
Did y'all do it?
Nope. What's y equals -2 look like on a graph?
Horizontal line on -2.
Yeah, you go down to -2 on the y-axis and draw a horizontal line. Okay, this is not really the part of the answer, it's just to help us get a visual to find the answer. So this line's called y equals 2 because all the points on this line have a y value of 2. Like this is 1, -2, 2, -2, 3, -2, so on. Alright, I guess I can just keep that color. So we're reflecting this time. If Q is right here, where is Q prime? So reflection is kind of like, think of it like a pancake. You just pick it up and flip it over. So if Q is 2 away on this side, Q prime will be 2 away on this side. So Q prime will be right there. Z is 3 below the line. So Z prime will be 3 above that line. E is 1 below the line. So that'll be E prime. Where's I gonna go? Really, no guesses?
Is it gonna go on I?
Yeah, since it's on the line of reflection, It's not really gonna flip anywhere, it's just gonna kind of stay there, nowhere to go. Okay. And if you draw it right, you can kind of tell just by, does this look like a flipped image of that? Kind of looks like a Pac-Man, right? A lot of times they look kind of like wings, but they are the same image flipped.
That just reminds me of Minecraft Electro.
Minecraft what?
It's what you get from the end and
Not Pac-Man.
it looks like Pac-Man only.
Guardian shears.
Yeah, he has a point.
Prefer to be able
Oh,
Why are you telling me that? She told you.
It looks like two shapes touching each other at a single point. That's what it looks like. Why are you saying what? Like,
4, 2, 3, -1.
you did it wrong.
Wait.
There's no point right there.
5,
There's no
-2.
point right there. Maybe a little bit.
ASTJ. Alright, let's get down there. Okay, on this one we're supposed to reflect across the line y equals -x. The other class did not remember what that line looks like or how to find it. Any ideas?
Horizontal -1.
No. Okay, the last problem we did was like y equals just -2. It didn't have an x on it. When it has a y and an x, you got to think of it in slope-intercept form. Like y, you guys remember y equals mx plus b?
Yeah.
The number in front of the x is the slope. The number added out here is the y-intercept. So on this line, what's the y-intercept?
0.
0, because there is no number out here. What is the slope?
-1.
-1, or in fraction form, it's -1 over 1. So the y-intercept is 0, across the y-axis at 0, and the slope is -1 over 1. So rise -1, run 1. Remember, slope is rise over run. Rise -1, run 1. Rise -1, run 1. So this is the line that we are reflecting on. It's a diagonal line.
We should just put it all over.
Okay, so you guys see how A is like one diagonal?
Yes.
A is one diagonal away from the line of reflection. So A prime will be one diagonal away. A is one diagonal move away from the line of reflection. So A prime is one diagonal away from the line of reflection. J, down at the bottom, is a half diagonal away. So J prime will be half diagonal away. How far away is T?
Just like one diagonal away from J.
It's 1.5. T is 1.5 diagonals away. So a half gets you to J, so one more gets you out here. All right. S is 1, 2, 3 diagonals away. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Connect the dots. I kind of missed. should look the same, just one is flipped. It kind of looks like butterfly wings. You see it? If you look at it this way, it's dragonfly wings. Okay. Are we good? We float away? Alright, number 5. I'll do 5. Is that the one? Yeah, okay. Number 6, what would the line y equals x look like, do you guys think? Number 6, what would the line y equals x look like?
Same as 3, just a positive line.
Right. The slope on number 6 is a positive 1 over 1. So it would go up 1, right 1. So it would be a positive diagonal line. Number 3 was a negative diagonal slope. So it went down. Number 6 is a positive 1 slope, so it'll go up. But it's still a diagonal. So it kind of looks like 3, but the other diagonal. Okay. Number 5, we're supposed to reflect across the line x equals -3. I guess I'm going to draw this real quick. S -2, 1. W I P. Okay. Where is the line x equals -3?
A vertical line, -3.
Yes, a vertical line and -3 on the x-axis. So earlier, remember we did y equals -2, and it was like that. Go down to the y-axis to -2. So now we're doing x equals -3. So you go to -3 on the x-axis, and this will be our line of reflection. Okay, now notice this one's kind of weird because the image is going to have to flip over that line. So some of it's going to go this way, some of it's going to flip that way. W is one move to the right of the line of reflection, so W prime is going to be one to the left. Same thing with S. S is one to the right, one to the left. P is one to the left, so P prime will be one to the right.
Which one?
Number 5. I is 2 to the left, so I prime will be 2 to the right. So the reflected image is on top of the other image. Okay, number 7, write the rule for the transformation. All right, so in other words, what line is the image at number 7 flipping over? Is it a horizontal or vertical line?
Vertical.
No. Number 7.
It's horizontal.
Yeah, it's horizontal. If you draw, I'm not going to draw that whole image, but if you draw this line right here, it would cut the image in half, right? That's kind of how you can tell it's your line of reflection. Cuts right through the half the image. But the real question is, not to draw this line. The real question is, what is this line called? What's this line called? Y equals 2. So technically they wanted us to put reflection over y equals 2, but you just put y equals 2, it's fine. Y equals 2 is the line of reflection. On number 9, the answer is not the x-axis. It kind of is, but you don't put the x-axis, you put what is the equation of the x-axis. It's kind of like the one we just did, right? Because it's a horizontal line. So instead of y equals 2, it would be called y equals what? Okay, on number 10, that drawing that they did looks a lot like number 5, right? Which we just did over here. It's a vertical line, cuts right through the middle. So what would that vertical line be called on number 10? This line right here would cut right through the middle, and that is called what? X equals -3. It's actually the same thing as number 5. The line of reflection is anyway. Okay, so on number 12, what kind of line would cut that through the middle there? What would it look like? If we cut that image in half on number 12.
X equals,
Okay.
y equals x.
Yeah, it would be this diagonal, right? That would go right through the middle of the image. It'd be our line of reflection. And what is it called? Y equals x. So the slope is 1/1, the y-intercept is 0. So it's just called y equals